Right, guys, thanks for joining me again. If you haven't subscribed, please, if you're planning on passing your theory test or learning to drive in the UK, this is the right channel for you because I'll be helping you with a lot of latest theory test questions. These are the questions I practiced myself and I passed excellently on my first attempt. So, please keep following me, subscribe to my channel as I'll be dropping a lot of these practice questions. So these are questions with answers as well, and I will be explaining to you the reasons why I'm going to be choosing any of the answers. So you're going to have some explanations as well. Let's just jump into it without wasting much of your time, guys. So remember, you have 57 minutes to answer this, and you have to pass if you have reached 43 marks out of 50, and then you have 50 questions altogether. So like I said, they all tell you all these instructions. um, they won't be different, they will just be the same all the time. It's 57 minutes for 50 questions, so there's plenty of time for those minutes. But let's just jump into it now without wasting much of your time. Right. So, what safety device must be fitted to trailer braking system? Right. A safety device that must be fitted onto trailer braking system is a stabilizer. Right. It's a breakaway cable. It's not really something that you need um for the trailer braking system. A corner steady is no, a jockey wheel no. Right, so it's going to be stabilizer. Let's look at the second one. When will a new car need its first MOT? Right, guys, we've discussed this before. Most of these questions they repeat, guys, but you're still going to meet new questions, and the revision makes perfect. It's going to make you more familiar with questions because you meet different ones and you meet similar questions with different wording. They will be slightly um, different in terms of how they put the words together. Okay, when a new car need its first MOT, it's going to be 3 years, guys. So the correct answer is the last one, 3 years old. You're following a large vehicle as it approaches a crossroad. What should you do if the driver signals to turn left? So this is a large vehicle. That's let's look at keywords, and is making a signal to turn left. What should you do? All Always, guys, all the times, make sure that you wait for someone uh, who is trying to change lanes, who is trying to stop, who is trying to turn. You need to have patience. You need to wait. That's one other tip that I will give you. So most cases, most questions like these, you need to know, give them chance to do whatever they want to do, to maneuver. So let's look at the answers and see which one is the best one. Wait for the driver to cancel their signal. This is wrong because they don't have to cancel the signal if they're turning in it. Overtake if you can leave plenty of room, right? Overtake if there are no oncoming vehicles. Wait for the vehicle to finish turning. Guys, any answer to do with overtaking at a crossroad, at a junction, it's not allowed, guys, unless the car has turned already. You cannot overtake someone on a crossroad, on a junction. So anything to do with overtaking is cancelled out as well. The first answer I've said is wrong, so the correct answer is the last one. Wait for the vehicle to finish turning. Let's give them chance. What should you check before you drive someone else's vehicle? Right, this is particularly important when you're borrowing a vehicle. Okay, you need to ensure that it's insured in your name. You should have insurance in your name so that the vehicle is insured for your use. This is the correct answer, guys. That the vehicle owner has third-party insurance cover. This is wrong because it does not classify whether it's our own use or their use. So the vehicle should be insured for our use. Okay, that's the correct answer. That the insurance documents are in the vehicle, that's wrong. That your own vehicle has insurance cover, that's wrong. Right, so the correct answer is A. You're traveling on a road that has road humps. What should you do when the driver in front is traveling more slowly than you? Right. Like I said, this is typical question I've talked about. Like, you need to give others chance. Be patient. Don't rush them. If they're slowing down because of the hump, this is a sign for a hump, which means everyone has to slow down, including you as well. So do not overtake them as soon as you can. That's wrong. Number one, slow down and stay behind. This is correct. Flash your headlights. Number three is wrong. Sound your horn is wrong. Slow down and stay behind. The second answer is correct. Why should you switch your headlights on when it first starts to get dark, right? When it's dark, switch your headlights on for visibility, guys. Anything to do with headlights, deep lights, you shouldn't dazzle others, like I said, where you have to put some, I would say, flash headlights, something like that. So anything to do with headlights, let's talk of um, visibility, okay? Let's look at the answers to see which one is the best fit, okay? So that you blend in with other vehicles. We blend in with other vehicles. Okay, it's not about blending in. This is wrong. To make your dials easier to see. No, the dials are not easier to see when you... yeah, of course, it is, but it's not the real reason why we do it. It's not the real reason. Of course, the dials, I mean, if you look on the dashboard, you're going to see that you have some dashboard lighting up if you switch on your headlights as well, yeah, but that's not the reason. The proper reason why is because others should see us more easily, which is the third answer. So because the street lights are lit, this is wrong. So the correct answer is the third one, so others can see you more easily, yeah. What should you do before you tow a trailer for the first time? So you should understand that in order to tow a trailer, it has to be uh, within the certain weight. If you're a first driver, you should, if you don't have additional training, you may need to tow something that's less than 3,500, yeah, kgs. So let's look at the answers to see which ones which one is the best one. The first one is fit P plates to your trailer. This is wrong. There's no need for that because P plates is for a new driver, isn't it? We're just towing a trailer for the first time, but it doesn't necessarily mean we are new drivers, if you see what I mean. Pass a special driving test. This is not an answer really, unless the trailer is over 3,500, like I said, in terms of weight, kgs. Take provisional training. Right. Ask DVLA to update your license. This is wrong. So guys, what I'm starting to think here is pass a special driving test. You know why I'm saying this? Like I said, it's not really, I would say, a requirement unless it's over 3,500. But when you're trailing, or when you're towing a trailer for the first time, you may need to pass a special driving test if it's for the first time, because you don't know how to do that. So this test may provide you with more information, yeah. You don't have to ask a DVLA to update our license. No, you don't need to take professional training. Professional training is for AGV drivers. That's why. So when you're answering multiple choice questions, look for most appropriate answers. Some of the answers may be correct answers, but not most appropriate. Okay, the most appropriate here is pass a special training driving test. What may help to deter a thief from stealing your car? Lock your cars all the time. That's one. I'm just giving you a hint. Let's look at the answers and see how it goes. Etching the registration number on the windows. That's okay. Fitting reflective glass windows. Okay. Always keeping the interior light on. It's not going to help as well. This is wrong. Always keeping the headlights on. That's wrong. Right. The answer lies between these two ones. Etching the registration number on the windows. Okay. This is wrong. This is wrong. Why am I saying this? There's no point in doing that. It can be stolen either way. If you fit reflective glass window, it could be something useful because someone might not see what's inside. So this could be our answer. It's the most appropriate answer. Remember, I said multiple choice might have two or more answers, but we want the most appropriate one. Fitting reflective glass window. That's the correct answer. What would underinflated tires affect your vehicle? How would underinflated tires affect your vehicle? So the tires haven't got enough pressure. So what's gonna be affected mostly is one, I would say braking. Two, I would say fuel consumption as well, because your car is more weight when it's got not enough pressure on the tires, and it can also affect your balance as well. Let's say, for instance, it's one of the tires that you have on the car which is underinflated. It might not be balanced, if you see what I mean. So the vehicle stopping distance would increase. This is a suspected answer. The flash rate of the vehicle's indicator would increase. It's got nothing to do with indicators. The vehicle's gear change mechanism will become stiff. It's got nothing to do with gears, guys. The vehicle's headlights would aim high. It's got nothing to do with the headlights. So the correct answer is our vehicle stopping distance would increase, just like I said, that it affects your braking. What will happen if you follow this vehicle too closely? This is a HGV, which is the high goods vehicle. If you follow it too closely, what you have to understand is you're not going to see the oncoming cars because you blocked, the visibility is blocked. Yeah, let's see the answers and see which one is the correct one. Your fuel consumption will be increased. That's very silly. Your vehicle height will be reduced. That's your view ahead is reduced. This is very correct. Your brakes will overheat, your engine will overheat. All wrong, all rubbish. Your vehicle ahead will be reduced. Okay. Your view ahead, you won't see properly. You're going to tow a trailer what's wider than that, that's wider than your car. What must you fit to your car before you start towing it? Right, before you start towing a vehicle that's wider than your car, fit some extended mirrors. Full stop. Okay, let's look for the proper answer. Exterior towing mirrors. This is the correct answer, guys. Projection markers, that's wrong. Parking sensors is wrong. Rear view camera is also wrong. The correct answer is exterior towing mirrors. So towing mirrors will help us to see the area that we do not see because it's covered by the width of the car, because it's wide enough. So the correct answer is A. What should the driver of the red car do? Okay, wait for the pedestrians. That's what I'm going to say. Let's not waste time on this one. Quickly drive behind the pedestrian in the road. That's wrong. Tell the pedestrian in the road she shouldn't have crossed. You don't have to shout at them or say anything like that. Wave towards the pedestrians who are waiting to cross. You don't have to wave anyone. Just wait for the pedestrian in the road to cross. The last answer is the correct one. You're planning to tow a caravan. What will help the handling of the combination? You're planning to tow a caravan. What will help the handling? Okay, a stabilizer fitted to the tow bar. I would say this is correct. Power steering fitted to the towing bar, that's wrong. A jockey wheel fitted to the tow bar, that's wrong. Anti-lock brakes fitted to the towing vehicle. I would say this is not correct. So a stabilizer fitted to the tow bar is wrong. Is correct. What does it mean if your insurance policy is in excess of 500? It simply means you have to pay that money before the insurance pays anything else. So meaning to say if your damage is 5,000, you need to pay 500 and the insurance pays 4,500, okay? So let's look at the answers. You have to pay the first 500 of the cost of any claim. That's the correct answer. Let's not look at the rest. Right. What should you do if the traffic in the left hand lane is slowing down? The traffic on the left hand is slowing down. Don't go to the right one because already it says it's closed ahead, okay? Pull up on the left hand lane, that's wrong. Accelerate past the vehicles in the left hand lane, no. Slow down, keeping a safe separation distance. Move across and continue in the right hand lane, that's wrong. Correct answer is 3. Slow down, keeping a safe separation distance. What should you do if you're being followed by an ambulance showing flashing blue lights? But if an ambulance is coming, flashing blue lights, you need to give it way, okay? Don't accelerate hard to get away from it. The first answer is wrong. Maintain your speed is wrong. Brake harshly, stop way out of the road. It's not safe, guys. It's wrong. The last answer is correct one. Pull over as soon as it's safe for you to do so. Don't pull over straight away if it's not safe. Wait until it's safe for you to do that. Right, which type of vehicle should you be ready to give way to as you approach? A high-sided vehicle, guys, because this bridge affects high-sided vehicles because they drive on the middle of the road when they are to go past this bridge. So cars, wrong. Buses, correct. Vehicles, that's bicycles, wrong. Motorcycles, very wrong. We want buses. When should you increase the pressure in your tire so that it's above the normal value? Okay, when you're towing something, because your weight is going to increase. Okay, this is common sense. When the tire tread is worn below 2 millimeters, that's wrong. When the roads are slippery, that's bullshit. When carrying a heavy load, that's wrong. Oh, sorry, this is the correct answer. Sorry. Like I said, when you're towing something heavier, you need to have more pressure than the normal, okay? What's the speed limit for a car towing a caravan on a dual carriageway? Right, the speed limit for a dual carriageway anyway is going to be 60 miles per hour, yeah, 60 miles per hour. So if it's not a car, if it's a car just towing a caravan, like I said before on the previous video, you need to less than 10 more miles. So if it's 60, it has to be 50, which is the correct answer, number 1. Who is legally responsible for ensuring that a vehicle registration certificate, V5C, is updated? It's the keeper of the car, okay? The last answer is the correct one. What should drivers be more careful? Why should drivers be more careful on roads where trams also operate? Right, drivers have to be careful because trams also use the same roads that the cars use. Okay, so because trams can steer to avoid obstructions, this is correct. Because trams don't have a horn, that's wrong. Because trams don't have lights, because trams can't stop for cars. Right. Right. Two answers are going to be hard to choose from here because the trams can steer to avoid obstructions. Okay. Right. So a tram yeah, it could be a bit tricky for a tram to steer around to avoid something quickly, and trams can't stop for cars. Right. What I'll do, I'll put a flag on this one. Like I said, we'll reveal the correct answers at the end of the question. The system is going to mark for us, just like it would as well when you're in proper examination. So I'm going to put a flag. We want to review later on. But the answer I'm going to go for now is you have to be more careful on the roads where trams also operate. Right, I would say because trams can't stop. No, trams can actually stop for car because there is traffic lights for trams. Okay, I would say the most appropriate answer is A because trams can steer to avoid obstruction. Because trams do have traffic light and they stop at traffic lights. So I would say they stop, but they cannot steer easily to avoid obstructions. Well, when could the cost of your vehicle be reduced? Right, the cost of the insurance of the vehicle be reduced. When you don't wear glasses, that's wrong. When you complete the Pass Plus scheme, this is the correct answer, guys. Let's not waste time with other answers. When you're under 25 years, it goes high. When you pass the driving test first time, it goes high as well. So when you complete the Pass Plus scheme, what should you do if the amber lights come on and warning sounds while you're driving over a level crossing? Guys, clear the level crossing straight away. Do not stop, do not run away, do not panic, just clear. We need to say move your car off quickly because you're already in the middle of a level crossing. Get everyone out of the vehicle. That's not correct. Keep going and clear the crossing. This is correct answer. Stop immediately and use hazard warning lights. That's wrong. You don't stop. You don't stop. Keep going and clear the crossing. The second answer. You're about to start a journey in freezing weather. What part of your vehicle should you clear of ice and snow? Okay, everywhere, guys, should be clear of uh, ice and snow. You're about to start a journey in freezing weather. It says windows. The area is silly, really, because you don't. It's not really important, you know. The boat is not important. The bumper is not important. The windows are important. What should you do as you approach this lorry? Right. If you approach this lorry, give it time, like I said. So the correct answer is slow down and be prepared to wait. The rest of the answers are wrong. The correct answer is the last one. What's the legal minimum tread depth for tires on your trailer or caravan? Right. It's gonna be 1.6 meters. I said it. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. Right. It's gonna be trailer and caravan. Right. For cars, I've said 1.6. Yeah. Caravan, trailer and caravan. Then 1 millimeters is for trucks and motorcycles. Yes, it's 1.6 as well. Right. What does this sign mean? This sign means there's risk of ice. Number one. What you want to turn left on this junction? What should you do if your view of the main road is restricted? You need to stop and apply the brake even if the road is clear. Okay. Build up your speed so that you can emerge quickly. That's wrong. Stay well back and wait to see if anything comes. Okay. Approach slowly and edge out until you can see more clearly. That's correct. Right. Stay well back and wait to see if anything comes. That's wrong. Because if you stay well back, you can't see properly what's coming or not. Right. If you stop and apply the parking brake, even if the road is clear, right, this is not really the correct answer. Approach slowly and edge out until you can see more clear. You need to edge out, which means you need to drive your car out a bit so you can see both sides until it's clear. Okay. You want to reverse into a side road. What should you do if you are unsure that the road behind your car is clear? Get out of the car and check. Okay? Check the mirrors only. You don't use mirrors when you can't see on what's on the side road, yeah? Carry on assuming it's clear. That's dangerous. Get out and check. That's correct. Look through the rear mirror window only. It won't show you anything. Right, what's a cover note? A document issued before you receive your MOT certificate. That's wrong. A cover note has got it's got something to do with insurance, okay? A document issued before you receive your insurance certificate. That's the correct answer. A document issued before you receive your driving license. That's wrong. A document issued before you receive your registration certificate. Document. That's wrong. The correct answer is a document before you receive your insurance. Second answer. Which sign means you have priority over oncoming vehicles? Right. Which car means that? Uh, which car means you have priority? That means you, the one who is driving, has priority on the second sign, okay? The blue one. You're waiting a level crossing. What must you do if a train passes but the lights keep flashing? It means another train is coming, okay? That's what it means. So wait again. Keep waiting, guys. Park and investigate, that's wrong. Phone the signal operator, wrong. Edge over the stop line and look for trains, wrong. Carry on waiting, absolutely brilliant. Last answer is correct. Right, you're being overtaken by a long, heavily laden lorry. What should you do if it's taking a long time for it to overtake you? I said it. Wait, give other patience. Sorry, give other drivers chance. Be patient. Be patient. So if someone is trying to overtake you but they're taking long, slow down so they overtake you easily. Okay. First answer is the correct one. The rest of the answer, rubbish. What color are the reflective stars between a motorway and a slip road? Right, motorway and slip road, you will see green lights, okay? The amber lights are those for uh, the left hand lane, that's when the end of the motorway. The red line is for the right hand lane, end of the motorway. The white line is for between the lanes. Between the slip road and motorway, you use the green lights. You're waiting to emerge at a junction. Your view is restricted by parking vehicle. What can help you see traffic on the road you're joining? Okay. Uh, Traffic. Right. You're waiting to emerge at a junction. It's a junction. Yeah. Your view is restricted by parked vehicles. Okay. Vehicles are parked. What can help you to see traffic on the road you're joining? Right. Checking your traffic in your interior mirror. This is wrong. Making eye contact with other road users. That's wrong, guys. Reflections of traffic in windows. That's very correct, guys. Looking for traffic behind you. That's wrong because you want traffic on the road we're joining, guys. Reflections on traffic of traffic in windows is going to help you if you are to answer you see this being useful when you're answering hazard perception test, guys. I also start to drop hazard perception test questions, so this is so useful as well. When you're driving, you can use, let's say it's a residential area. If you use reflections on traffic in windows, you can even use windows of other cars, or yeah, or even houses. You can see a car that's coming on the window. You can see that it's very helpful. Reflections of traffic in windows. Third one. You're watching to turn right at the end of the road. What should you do if your view is obstructed by parked vehicles? You want to turn right at the end of the road. What should you do if your view is obstructed by parked vehicles? Okay, let's look at the answers. Move quickly to where you can see, so you only block traffic from one direction. Don't block anyone, guys. This is wrong. Wait for pedestrians to let you know when it's safe for you to emerge. Pedestrians don't care about you when you're driving. They may not do that. Right, stop and then move forward slowly and carefully for a clear view. Guys, whenever I see answer carefully, slowly, I always suspect of this answer to be the correct one, because when I said it before, these questions mostly they do have everything to do with safety of you as a driver, safety of others, everyone is safety. So if you're moving slowly and carefully for a clear view, this is the correct answer, guys. Turn your vehicle around immediately. That's bullshit. Right. The correct answer is third one. What should you do when you're approaching roadworks on a motorway? Right. Uh, what should you do when you're approaching roadworks on a motorway? Right. If you're approaching roadworks on a motorway, always use the other shoulder. That's wrong. Speed up to clear the area quickly. I wouldn't say so. Stay very close to the vehicle in front. That's wrong. Obey the speed limit is the correct answer, guys. Because when there's traffic or there's roadworks going on, they will tell you what speed is correct one for you. So obey those speed limits. Right, what should you do if your vehicle is punctured on a motorway? Right, pull up on the high shoulder or in an emergency refuge area and call for assistance. I would say this is the correct answer. Switch your hazard warning lights, stop in your lane. This is wrong and dangerous. Pull up on the high shoulder or in an emergency refuge area. Change the wheel as quickly as possible. Guys, if you're in a motorway, don't change any tires. Do not attempt even the simplest fix. It's wrong, guys. It's not advisable. The highway code strongly rejects you from trying to fix your car in the motorway. You can do it elsewhere, but not in the motorway. Do not change the tire. Call for assistance. The police should come over and they'll tell you what to do. They'll assess the situation and tell you what to do. You're driving in a built up area. What has traffic calming measures? You're driving in a built up area that has traffic calming measures like these ones. These are humps. What should you do when you approach a hump? These are they are speed controlling measures, guys. They are there to stop you from speeding. So what it means is slow down. Check your mirrors and slow down. I would say correct answer is the second one. But what legal requirement must be met by a newly qualified driver? A newly qualified driver, they must have a new photograph taken for their full license. They must be compound on the first motorway journey. They must have valid motor insurance. They must display green L plates. Newly qualified driver don't put on L plates. This is wrong answer, the last answer. They must have a new photograph taken for their full license. That's wrong. Right. They must be compound on their first motorway journey. They must have a valid motor insurance. Right. This is this is correct. They should have valid insurance. I wouldn't say they will have to be compound on the first journey on the motorway, because they have trained to drive in the motorway, so they should drive on their own. They should be able to be fine on their own. Right, I'm saying I'm going for three. Answer the third one. What's likely to happen if you use a hands-free phone while driving? It's going to obstruct you. It's going to cause you some diversion of attention. So the correct answer is the last one. It will divert your attention. What's the first thing what's the first thing you must do if you have a collision while you're driving your car? If you have a collision, report to the police. I always say this. Call your insurance company, call the emergency services, stop at the scene of the accident. Stop only if someone waves at you. That's wrong. Right. The first thing is not calling your insurance company. You should call for emergency services because there's a collision. Emergency could be police. It could be, yeah, yeah. So call for the emergency services. Yeah, so No, guys. Sorry, I have to take you back on this one. I'm thinking because I've just thought of this thoroughly. You call the emergency services once you have stopped. So stop at the scene of accident. Because if it says call the emergency services, guys, it means you can actually call them whilst you're running away, right? So it's a tricky answer. It's not the correct answer there. Because if they just say call the emergency service, you can call them whilst you still move or whilst you still go away, which is wrong. You need to stop at the scene of the accident. Right, what does this sign mean? This sign, what does it mean? New traffic lights ahead, temporary traffic lights ahead, traffic lights out of order, amber signal out of order. It's got nothing to do with amber, it's got nothing to do with new traffic lights. Temporary traffic lights ahead, traffic lights out of order. I would say, yeah, traffic lights are out of order, I think. I will put a flag on this one because I'm not 100% sure. Why I'm saying this is because when there's temporary traffic lights ahead, it's not cancelled red like that. When it's cancelled, I think it's gonna be third one. What should you expect if you see this sign ahead? This must be either a bend or a roundabout or something like a curve or something, a very sharp curve. The road will go steeply downhill. That's wrong. The road will bend sharply to the right. That's very wrong. The road must be bending to the left. Okay. The road will bend sharply to the left. This is correct, guys. So the correct answer is 3. The road will go steeply uphill. That's wrong. What should you do when you're overtaking a motorcyclist on a windy day? You need to give them enough room as much as possible. So pass widely. Third answer. What would be affected if you carry a very heavy load on your vehicle? So if your load is very heavy, what's going to be affected is the vehicle's battery, that's wrong, your vehicle's handling, the vehicle's gearbox is wrong, the vehicle's ventilation is wrong. The handling of the vehicle is going to be affected because now you have a lot of weight on you, right? So it's going to be second. What does this sign mean? Right, this sign means you shouldn't enter. There's no entry there. But what should you take care? Why should you take care driving past the man with the can? But the man with the can here is blind. Okay, this man on the left one, the second man you saw on the left one. Let's just reverse. Right, this man on the second. Why should we be? Because he's blind. I said it already. The correct answer is 2. Right, how should you approach the zebra crossing? Right, let's look at it again. Right, there is the zebra crossing. Let's prepare to stop and wait, guys, if you see this zebra crossing. Okay, so sound your horn to warn the pedestrians. Don't do that, guys. Pedestrians have the right of way on this uh, Pelican crossing. Be ready to slow down or stop to allow pedestrians to cross. This is the correct answer. Speed up to get past the crossing. That's wrong. Slow down with the pedestrians. That's wrong. Don't wave anyone when driving. Be ready to slow down or stop to allow pedestrians to cross. That's second answer. Right. You have stopped at the zebra crossing. When may you move off? Right. Let's have a look again. I want you to pay attention on the next one where we're going to stop. Okay? Right, pedestrians are coming. There we go. We stop. So you have to wait until they reach the end of the Pelican crossing. Do not try to drive whilst they're still crossing, okay? When the pedestrians have completely crossed, this is the correct answer. I would just have a look on the other answers and see how they go. But I think that's the most appropriate one. When the driver behind you sounds their horn, don't respond to pressure, guys. Just calm down and do what you're supposed to do. When the oncoming car moves off, that's wrong. When the pedestrians have cleared your side, that's wrong. I say wait until everyone clears the Pelican crossing, which is the first answer. Right, guys, we've reached the end of our question. Pep, we still have 18 more minutes. 18 more minutes, so we are very quick to answer this. Remember, I said if you know the answers, it's gonna be an easy test for you guys. It's not hard. The time is too much for you to finish this. So, if you had questions you needed answers for, this is when you go back and review your answers. So it allows you to go back to questions you had reviewed. This is also what's going to happen when you're answering a test. If you haven't set for a test before, guys, this is exactly how your exam is going to look like. They'll also ask you if you want to go back to answers you flagged. So if you're flagging any answers, putting any flags, you can review them now to have a look if you have different thoughts of or point of views. We have already answered them. Yeah, let's have a look on our mark and see how we're going to do on this one. Let's say no. Okay, right. Okay, it's marking for us. Oh, there we have it. We've got 35 out of 50. We've passed. It's 90%. We passed. Let's review the answers and see. We want to have a look on where we went wrong. Oh God. Right. What safety device might be fitted to a trailer braking system? Guys, okay, I answered this one in a rush, okay? We should have reviewed it. Right, guys, like I said, do not answer questions in a rush. Right. This correct answer is supposed to be breakaway cable. Okay. So why am I saying this? Whenever you see a trailer braking system, it's got to do with the breakaway cable. So when the braking system fails, the breakaway cable is there to warn like other road users. Okay, stabilizer is for the safety of the trailer not to I would say to break away or something like that. But what's supposed to be fitted on there is the breakaway cable. Whenever there's an emergency, let's say the trailer is broken from away from the car, it gives some warning lights to the other, I would say, yeah, to the other road users that something is wrong with the trailer. Okay, so let's look at the hint. It says this is what the highway code says. In the event that the trailer becomes detached from the towing vehicle, the breakaway cable activates the trailer's brakes before snapping. This allows the towing vehicle to get free of the trailer and out of the danger. Okay, now you see. Let's look at the second one. When will a new car need its first MOT? I've passed it correctly. Now, let's have a look on where we've went wrong. Okay, we want to look at the answers where we didn't do correct. So these are incorrect answers that we passed. We didn't do correctly. Yeah. But what should you do before you tow a trailer for the first time? The correct answer was take professional training. Okay. You need to know how to tow a trailer safely. This includes hitching the trailer to a vehicle, checking the trailer for defects, reversing with the trailer, and how to deal with any problems. There are accredited trainers who can teach you these skills. Professional training will also give you confidence in your ability to tow a trailer. Okay, so it's take a professional training. This was the most appropriate answer. What may help you to deter a thief from stealing your vehicle? Okay, okay. It's surprising as well. Etching the vehicle registration number on the windows. Okay, how does that help? Let's look at the highway code. Having your car registration number etched on all your vehicle is a cheap and effective way to deter professional car thieves. Okay, okay. So now you know, guys. You can edge your right. I'm gonna put this on favorites. Very good. A very good question, really. I haven't come across this one before. What's the speed limit for a car towing a caravan? Only dual carriageway. Okay. It's gonna be 60 miles per hour. Oh, dual carriageway. Right, the speed limit for cars towing caravans on speed on or trailers on dual carriageway or motorway is 60 miles per hour. Due to the increased weight and size of the combination, you should plan further ahead. Take care in windy weather, as a strong south wind can make a caravan or a large trailer unstable. So the correct answer here was 6 miles per hour, guys, in the dual carriageway. So the assumption on this one is the dual carriageway is on 70 miles per hour. This is why it's been put on 60. Because what I know, like I said before, if the road is 30 miles per hour, you need to drive 10 miles less if you're towing a caravan or trailer, okay? This is why heavy goods vehicles in the motorway they travel 60 miles per hour in the motorway. The trucks. Uh, okay, this guy is also deaf and blind. Let's see how it goes. Oh, this is a tricky question, to be honest. This is a tricky question because how do you know it's deaf? Oh, okay, guys. Okay, guys. The reason why he's deaf, okay, according to the highway code, if you see, I didn't pay attention to his stick, okay, his stick, guys, it's got some bends on it. Like if you look, it's not clearly, it's not all white. If it's all white, then it's just blind, but he's blind and deaf as well. If the stick or the can is also banded or with bands, like marked or something. Let's have a look on this. It's not always possible to spot a pedestrian with a disability, but when a person is using a white can, they're probably visually impaired. It's just plain white, okay, no other colors. There are two types of white can. A plain white can means the person is blind or visually impaired. A white can with a red band means the person is blind and deaf. Okay. So this can is not just white. If you can see there, it's got a band, right? Although it's not really seen as red, but it's got bands on it. Yeah, so this is the correct answer, guys. I look forward to see you pass your exams. Keep following me, guys. I will drop a lot more questions that are very interesting, a lot more revision for you guys. So keep subscribing to me, keep following me, share with others who are yet to pass their theory test. Good luck, guys. Have a good one.